it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan.
Hey, welcome back this week, everybody, to this episode of Doing It with Styles. And today I have a special guest. Her name is Melissa Atwell.
Hi.
You are the founder and CEO.
Founder and I don't know.
President,
yeah.
You're the head person.
Yeah.
You're the one in
right
charge.
now I'm wearing a lot of different hats.
Okay.
So, but we're still in the beginning. But we are a mental health nonprofit. We are called the Mental Health Moment.
The mental health moment. The mental health moment.
Yes.
Okay, not just any old mental health moment, but the mental health moment.
And the reasoning behind that is our mission is to encourage individuals to, quote, take a moment for their mental health.
Okay.
And so these
Is
are
it kind of like a stop and smell the roses kind of moment, you know?
Yes, be present.
Yeah.
Be in the moment, be aware of what's going on.
Okay.
So that you can then take that and move forward out
Nice.
into the world with it.
And these are your two assistants, right?
Yep. 2 assistants. They're
And
my
would you like
daughters.
to introduce them?
Yes, this is my oldest. This is Kennedy.
Hello, Kennedy.
And my youngest, this is Reagan.
Hello, Reagan.
Hello.
Hello.
And they are big helpers when it comes to when we do booths at different events, passing out flyers, passing out buttons, stickers, and just awareness, like tools. So they have come with me a couple times and really reeled the crowd in.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard, and that is on a couple of fronts, that is a really great thing that you're doing, because number one, it gives them some responsibility and shows that they kind of participate and help you doing what you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also it makes them aware of mental health and at this young age, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me there, young lady, Miss Reagan, what do you know about mental health? What does that mean to you?
What mental health means to me, it means that, you should help your body, you shouldn't be mean to it, you should be nice to your body, and, if you're ever mad, sad, angry, and, you don't, and you're in emotions, you should just calm down, do something, read, take a nap, or watch a movie and calm down.
Do you ever get mad?
Yes.
And what do you do? What is your way to kind of change that or get not mad?
What I do not to get mad is I go to my room, I might take a nap, or I calm down, read a book, and drink water, and I sit outside sometimes. And
Do you like nature?
Yeah, and I talk to my mom about it.
That's good that you can talk to your mom, huh?
Yeah.
Because she's probably been there and done that, and she knows what you're going through, and so that can be helpful at times, right?
Yes.
And how about you, Miss Kennedy?
Let's see. What the mental health has done is that it's good to take a moment for your mind, and kind of like Reagan said, don't think that your body isn't good enough, because it is, and that's not healthy for you to just say that. And if you're mad, you can cry, you can do anything you want, and don't hold those emotions back, because it's not healthy for you, and you should let those emotions out.
Do you practice that?
Yeah, when I'm mad, I cry.
Okay. How about when you're sad? What do you do when you're sad?
I just sit down and take a moment of drinking water and just breathing.
Does that help you?
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe being aware, I'm sure that you've helped your mom out a lot and knows some of the things that she talks about. Do you think that that's helped you kind of deal with things better? And you go to school, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that the take a moment that your mom talks about helps you in school when you have to deal with some idiots?
What's the thing we talk about? Breathing. Breathing's a huge thing.
Breathing through your nose, out through your mouth.
In your nose, out your mouth, and being able to kind of come back to that present moment and ground yourself. She has had a handful of moments at school that she's had to use different kind of grounding techniques to get back into the moment and kind of take it for what it is versus like getting in her head, getting worried.
Yeah, because it's only just, like a brief second.
Yeah.
In comparison to your whole life. So, what is, I mean, how did you come to involve your daughters in this? I mean, was it something that you planned, or did it just happen?
I think after having them and realizing the importance of taking care of my mental health, and then looking back at my past and how I wasn't aware, didn't know, I wanted them to have that knowledge, that education, and those resources to be able to learn it at a young age, and then bring that into the world and show other people that they can do it too.
What is too young to start talking to your children about mental health?
Never.
No, there's an age appropriate,
Right.
at every level.
Well, there's ways to
talk
about it.
But you can be 2 years old, you can be 102 years old. We all have a mental health journey. We're all going through a different season for a reason, and we're just trying to navigate this lifelong dance, and it's ever going. There's no finish line. So
Well, what prompted you to start this organization?
when I hit my first rock bottom,
Yeah.
and that was really when COVID all happened, that was kind of the light switch for me, because I realized I'm not the only one going through
Right.
something this heavy. I'm not the only one that's stuck at home doing school online, trying to
More
have
people are.
and the whole world
Yeah.
was. So it just showed me, one, that I wasn't alone, because sometimes when we do think about our mental health, we think we're crazy or we're the only ones that are navigating it or dealing with
Yeah,
it.
that's me.
Yeah, and we don't talk about it because we're afraid, or we're scared of what other people will think. But I've really learned through all of this process, being open and vulnerable has really not only helped other people heal, but it's helped me heal on my journey.
Have you had moments when you're dealing with your daughters that you think, wait a minute, I need to stop and take a moment?
Yes. Yeah, and
I ask you that because I have two
Oh,
sons.
yes,
so-
and they've taught me so. They teach you so much. It doesn't matter what age you are. I learned so much from both of them.
What happens to you when you hear your words coming out of their mouth at you?
Oh, God. Especially related to mental health. I'm
Right.
like, okay. I stop, and it doesn't matter what. You can learn from anyone at
Right.
any age, and
Right.
they teach me so much how sponge-like children are. So I want them to have the best tools and resources, and want to ask the questions and not be afraid to ask the questions, because I was that kid that was
Well,
afraid.
and I think that that's critical for young people today, is because I think that we have, our school system, our educational system has lost that. They are teaching children what to think, not how to think, and how to make decisions, and they're more concerned with getting the kids to pass tests than they are to learn something and learning things about life. And Kennedy, what grade are you in now?
I'm going into 4th.
You're going into the 4th grade? What is, so you just came out of the 3rd grade. What do you think is going to be the hardest about going into the 4th grade?
Probably the kids that are going to be in it, because the kids in the grade that I am are actually quite mean. And it's like, why do you gotta be mean? There's no reason.
Yeah.
You don't need to take it out on me or the teachers. The teachers are having a hard time just to calm them down, and that doesn't work. You need to get someone in the room, in the school, to help them.
Yeah.
And because they're not listening, or they're just out of control.
Do you think that has something to do with what's going on with the kids at home?
Yeah, I think that might be going on at home. Maybe they're going through something hard that no one knows, but they don't know how to let that emotion out yet. So they're just trying to figure out the ways how to let it out, which is probably for different people, it's different ways. But maybe some people like them are just doing it on some other people, just putting it on them.
Yeah.
And it's you don't need to do that because sometimes there's ways to help you calm down. You can cry, you can breathe, you can drink water. Just take a moment to relax, and you don't gotta just put it out on someone else.
Do you think that, so this last year in your third grade, was that the first year that you had gone back to school since the COVID?
No.
No? So you went back to school in
When
the
I was
second
in
grade?
first grade.
First.
In first grade. Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, so I was just wondering if that might have had something to do with the kids, coming back into a social environment after having been stuck in the house all that time.
So in third grade, that is when it started to happen, when they started to fight. And it was weird because you really need that strict teacher to help you. And I had that strict teacher in second grade, so we were a very good class. But the nice teachers, they're nice, but they're also strict at the same time. Like my teacher, Ms. Royce, she is very nice. She's a very nice teacher. And she was trying her hardest to just calm them down because it was really hard for even the kids because it was learning time. And we didn't learn as much as the other classes because of this reason. And it's noisy every 10 seconds. Like we're trying to listen to a book and then everybody just starts talking. And then we can't quiet them down, which is hard. And it's like unbelievable that it had to happen at this age group, which is where you start to get into that harder level of stuff. And that I wish that wouldn't happen, so then they knew what the mental health was, and they knew how to calm their own bodies down, and they knew those ways of vaping, I think it's called. And just to relax.
Grounding.
Yeah.
Grounding.
We have a show here, and it's 2 elementary school teachers, and they talk about how hard it is for the teachers that is a lot of their time is spent on discipline, if you want to call it that, or trying to, and that plus their other administrative duties, that they really don't get as much time as they should have to actually teach the children. And so it's interesting to hear that same perspective coming from a student as it does from the teachers. And these 2 women they absolutely love being teachers. They love their students, they love their kids, and it's obvious the way that they talk about the education system. And it sounds to me like that's something that are you, or have you ever been in a position that you can help the teacher with controlling the students, or does that just
sometimes.
stay out of their way?
No. So if somebody's having a hard time, I'm the one who normally goes out there and takes a word with them. Because the teacher's like, well, I'm trying to teach and I need to teach this. So they just go outside because we were in outside. Our classroom was outside. And so
They're in a portable.
Yeah.
Been there,
Which was
done
also
that.
hard because it was hot. It was very hot.
That's why every day I wear
And
shorts.
so I talked to them, and they did cry because that's how I do it. That's how I calm myself down, and that's probably okay for them too. I don't care.
Yeah,
But
it's definitely
that's a
okay.
good way
It's a
to
good
calm you
release.
down.
Yeah.
And they would hug me, and they would say, "Thank you for doing this for me. You didn't need to. You took your time on me, not the classroom." And it was like, well, I would do it either way because then I would feel bad for you, and then it helps you calm down because there was this girl in my classroom. Her name was Fernanda, and she was going through some very tough times that year. Like her mom was sick and everything, and she was like, it was so hard for her to just be her own self and be funny and be her. And it happened a lot that year that she was crying a lot, and I hope this year she feels better in this and that she knows that this will happen. This is normal. Not everybody does this. Everybody will do this, and that she's not the only one that's doing this right now, and that she knows that she's loved by her parents. She has friends at school and everything. That she is okay. That she doesn't need to.
How does it make you feel to be able to do that for other people?
It makes me feel really good because I like to help those people that are in those hard times. it makes me feel happy, and it's just really nice. Like, it makes me feel good. Because I'm helping my kindness into the world and helping them with the mental
You
health.
should tell the people out there that. That the more that we help each other, right?
Yeah.
The better off we all are. Because
Yeah.
if you know that somebody else understands what you're going through, it makes it easier. Oh, well, I'm not the only one. There are other people out there that are
Yeah.
going through the same thing, and it kind of helps you get through it, right?
Yeah.
And so, Reagan, how are you?
Good.
So, Reagan,
This
how
is
are
kind of
ya?
boring sometimes, huh? Yeah, I know.
This is
So-
first time.
No, I
Second
understand,
time.
and it's like, so this is your first time being on TV, huh?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you think so far?
Mm,
Kind of boring?
yeah, kind of boring and kind of fun.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, now I'm gonna pick on you. And we'll see
hear
just
from
how
you.
boring you think it is now. So, what is your favorite part about when you get to help your mom?
My favorite part about helping my mom is like when we're at a booth, I help her like get people to come see and like if they need help and like if they need mindful moment sets and like if they need help if they're like sad or they're going through something. And like one person in my class when I was in second grade, they had a hard time because their mom was very sick and like their dad like couldn't pick them up, so they had to like walk home. And it was very hard for them, so every day I helped them and like I made them a little happier every day when I went to school.
So let's pretend that we're at an event and your mom has a booth, and okay, and you're gonna come up to me to tell me about your mom's booth. So how would you do that? What would you say to me?
I would say, hello, welcome to Mindful Moment Settings. If you need help, you can go up there, you can ask what to do, and you can take a sticker, bracelet, squishy, a pin, and you guys can help your mindful moment and not be too mean to your body.
Do most of the people that you approach then come to the booth, or do they
Yes.
just go,
Sometimes they come
Most of them all go to the booth.
yeah?
Because it's like, oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should take a moment for my brain.
What we pass out at the booths, it's
It's
like a
paper. And
it's a paper and it's called a permission slip. It's a permission slip to take a moment for your mental health.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
giving people that like power back.
I have to hook you up with another show that we have here called Permission Mission.
Ooh.
Mary McElhatton.
Oh, I like that.
And she talks about normalizing talking about difficult situations, especially mortality. And so I think that
Please.
I'm going to hook you guys up, and it might be something that I think the two of you,
That sounds
and she does
amazing.
her show on Fridays, right here on WWDBTV, as a matter of fact. And so she likes to have guests on that, you know, like I said, you're giving people permission to talk about, hey, mental health.
Yeah.
You know, I was diagnosed a few years back with PTSD from my time in Vietnam. And I mean, I went 40 years, you know, not realizing how much of a problem I had until I had an opportunity to talk to somebody about it. And I just remember going home after the meeting with the therapist and telling my wife, yeah, they diagnosed me with PTSD. And she just looked at me and goes, well, duh. You know, and it's something that, okay, so the people around you see this, but you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't know that maybe, you know, and like the therapist told me, he
Which is
says,
okay.
this will probably never go away, John. But you know what? How about if you can get 10% better or 20% better? Wouldn't that be great?
Or 100% better.
Yeah, and
But
you
being
just never
able-
know, and being able to talk about it, and that has been very helpful for me. So, anyway, and I understand that you are working on having your own show.
Yes, we are working towards being able to release a new episode each week. And I actually came up with a name, I think. It's Moments of Truth.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
I
actually
like
real
it.
sweet.
Because one of our big things is sharing your truth,
Right.
sharing your story. So we want to put a new episode out each week with just somebody in the local community coming in to tell and share their story, their journey, and the idea behind it is to create this bank of just resources so people can go in and see how other people are navigating certain things that maybe they're going through too.
Well, tell us a little bit about the mental health moment and what exactly do you do? What?
So right now we're 2.5 years old, so we're still babies.
Sure.
We're working towards creating our programs, which one of our programs is related to sharing your truth, and then it's going to feed into starting a podcast and being able to do that. Another program that we are working towards is doing a roundtable event where we'll
Right.
have an event that is maybe specifically we're going to talk about grief this time, so we're going to go over how that relates to mental health and kind of put people in groups so that they can talk, that they can open up and be vulnerable, ask questions, be seen, be heard. And the next part is also fundraising. It's
Yeah.
just,
That's always,
that
because
is-
you are a 501c3,
Yes.
right, a nonprofit.
Yep.
And so that is always probably the most important thing that you have to do.
Yeah.
Because if you can't raise funds, you can't continue doing
Yep.
what you do.
Yeah.
So is there a way that people can donate? Do you have a website?
yes, we do.
You do?
We do. We are www.thementalhealthmoment.org, and there is a donate button at the top. Anything helps, and one thing I say, not everybody can give money, but if you can share,
But that's okay.
and that is
okay.
that
That's
is
normal.
1,000,000% okay. If you can share it with
You're putting
somebody
your
or
time
share the
into
message, share it on social media, that is so helpful too.
Cool.
So,
You're putting your time into your mental health, which is really important.
yes.
It sounds to me like you've been paying a lot of attention to what your mom has been doing, huh?
Yeah.
So you know quite a bit about it.
Yeah.
And how old are you again?
I just turned 10.
You just turned 10.
Yeah.
Wasn't your birthday just about a week or so ago?
Yeah.
That's right. Everybody say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kennedy.
Happy birthday.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
It is, I will say, it is very cool to see how much they have retained this, just certain, we didn't have any of this as kids.
Okay, so imagine what their children are going to be like.
And that's just, so, and
crazy.
part of our mission statement, is generation to generation. There is no one age, one generational group that is going through mental health. We all are.
Right.
So if we
Everybody
can
is.
kind of change this generational growth within the family, it would just
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely
so I mean, these two young ladies here are going to be in charge
Yeah.
of the
Yes,
country
in
and the world
charge.
before too long.
Yes.
And their children. And if they can share this and become more aware and make the people around them more aware, it can be a nice place to live,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Could be amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
And I've always said that throughout history, all of the important changes in the world has come from our young people.
Yeah.
And they are the ones that go, well, wait a minute, it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
We should be able to do this.
Yeah.
And I mean, just generation after generation after generation. Once in a while we get kind of stagnant, but in the young people that I've had the experience to be with lately, I see a lot of hope and a lot of, it's like, all right, we're going to be okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just do this.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I can, and
I'm
I
sorry,
will.
go ahead.
I
Please,
can
feel
and I
free. You
will.
can say anything you want here. This is a very safe space. Well, that shut her up.
That's all I wanted to
I don't
say.
ever get that, so.
Well, now you know what to say, right? Okay, this is a safe
Thank
space.
you.
Say whatever you want, and that's it. Boom, boom.
I can and I will do this mental health.
Yeah, one of our shirts and stickers is I can and I
Keep
will.
going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Either way.
So it is, and let me ask you this. It sounds to me like that what you're saying is more than just words, that you
Yeah.
understand the meaning of those words and
Yeah.
what you're saying. And I think that that's really important because I see a lot of people that I call them parrots. You know, they say the words, but they don't know what they mean. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just repeating, you know,
Yeah.
because they think that's what you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
But it sounds to me like you've taken this to heart, and that, have you given any thought? I mean, I know you're only 10, but
Yeah.
have you given any thought to what you'd like to be in your life?
I'd like to help out with this, and I would like to be a teacher.
Really?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a teacher.
And you know that's tough work.
Yeah.
Well, maybe by the time you get to be old enough to be a teacher, it may be easier.
Yeah.
It may be better. So let's hope, okay? We'll keep our fingers crossed, yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Toes crossed, legs crossed, everything crossed.
There you go. So, would you like to add anything there, Miss Reagan?
No.
No? You're perfectly satisfied with just sitting there and
Just
listening to us rap on and on and on and on. And
I'm
so,
good.
go ahead, I'm sorry. Works every time.
Just
So
like-
all you have to do is set up a camera in your house now, right? And just
Lights.
Lights, camera, action.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Learned a lot today.
Yeah, good.
I was just saying this is going to be Reagan. I'm done. I'm good. I talked enough today.
But you know what? That's great because too many people keep talking after they finish saying what they have to say, and they just keep meh. But not you, huh? Once you've said your piece, you know you're done.
You did it, Reagan.
And how old are you, Reagan?
Yay!
About to turn 8,
About to turn 8. When's your birthday?
August 31st.
August 31st. You know what? That's 2 days before my birthday.
Oh, really? That's so cool.
Whoa.
Is that cool?
My birthday's in 2 days.
No. Your birthday, my birthday is
birthday's
2
in 2
days after
days.
your birthday.
That's all where her brain went. My birthday's in 2 days.
Oh boy, presents.
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Goofs.
Cool. So I noticed that you got quite a bit of jewelry on there, Miss Reagan.
Yes.
Okay, are these things that you've made, or do they have a meaning?
My grandpa was just in Texas, and he got me an ankle bracelet.
So your grandpa went to Texas and got those for you?
Yeah, he stayed.
He must
there
like you,
for
huh?
3 days.
Yeah,
loves
he
me.
loves
He
us.
loves you. Is that cool to have a grandpa that loves you?
Yes.
I have 2 grandpas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The more the merrier.
That's right.
The more the merrier.
merrier, the better.
And
So, Melissa.
2 grandmas.
Yes.
Like 5
What's your
grandmas.
next step? Where are you going now? What do you see down the road the next couple months for the mental health moment? Or what would you like to see?
Well, we are definitely planning on doing the podcast and
Oh, cool.
rolling that out as quickly as possible because I feel like it could be just such a good resource.
Especially
then-
at this point in time.
And we have something, we're planning a round table kind of revolving around the holidays and navigating the holidays with mental health.
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
how that feeds into grief or loss or, so a
You
lot
should
of
have
emotions.
something.
I gotta get that
You should
word
have
down.
something the week after Thanksgiving, after your drunk uncle's been to dinner and stirred up the pot, right?
Yeah. How to navigate the new year.
You should have one a week before Thanksgiving and one a week after. You know, how to prevent this, how to prepare for this.
Pre-Thanksgiving.
And then how to
post.
deal
Don't
with
do
it.
this. Do this.
There you go. So that's great.
healthy
So
during
it's
this.
exciting. How do you feel about, how's your husband feel about this? Is he kind of in there with you, or?
He is very, very supportive, has gotten on board and
Didn't mean to
has-
put you on the spot, but.
Oh, no, but very supportive. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing if he didn't do what he
Right.
does for our family. He has his own small business, so he works very
and he's
hard.
The boss too.
And he's the boss too, so he has more
No.
responsibility.
Right.
On a video I saw.
Okay. And so he's very, very supportive and can actually said to me a few weeks ago, he said, I can see the momentum you're building, and kind of seeing that, like when they came to one of the events with me recently, there was a suicide prevention walk that we did,
Oh, yeah,
and
that was
he
so
could
fun.
see that we were kind of just making a space in the
Working
community.
hard.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it was really,
It's got to feel good,
it's
huh?
empowering. Yeah.
It feels
That,
very
that's something that you're doing is having an effect.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. We know now we've learned a lot moving forward today.
good, good.
Woo, baby.
So, is there anything that you want to say before we wrap this up that I haven't covered, or you haven't covered, or they haven't covered?
Thank you for
Ooh,
having us.
Oh, listen, I thought when we first talked about this and you know, giving you a platform and talking with your two daughters here, I thought they would be perfect to have on here. I think, thank you ladies for
Yeah.
agreeing to do this. I think that you have sent a lot of important messages out to the people that are watching this.
And I do want to say one more thing before we wrap up.
You can say anything you
Yeah.
want. This is your chance now.
That
Because I got to tell you, people all over the world will see this. Okay, you're on.
that spreading kindness to the world helps people a lot because they realize eventually that you are okay. It's okay to do this, and the spreading too over the world helps people also start doing that too. They start spreading kindness over to the world, and then it adds on, which is actually amazing to me. Feels real good to spread that kindness that started here, and then it's all the way over here.
There you go. There used to be a commercial when I was a lot younger on TV. And the commercial was basically, if you tell two people, and they tell two people, and they tell two people, how things grow. So if you can just affect two people about
just
the mental
grows.
health moment, and they can affect two people, and
Yep.
they can affect two
And then it
people.
just grows and grows and grows.
That's
and grows.
exactly right. And pretty soon,
feels amazing.
we have a darn cool place to live, right?
Yeah.
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 So, Melissa, thank you again for coming
Thank
on.
you so much.
Reagan, thank you. Miss Kennedy, thank you. You guys were awesome. I think that the people watching got a lot of great information, not only from your mom, but I think your mom and your dad should be very, very proud of you guys.
Yes.
So,
We should be very proud of them, actually.
Oh,
yes,
thank
you should.
you.
That works both ways.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That
Thank
works
you,
both
Ken.
ways.
But she started it, not us.
Okay.
She brought us into it. We didn't bring her into
That's
it.
right.
No, my dad.
Well,
brought us
that
into it.
depends on your philosophy, because some people believe that we do choose our parents when we come here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and so, Miss Reagan, do you have any final words that you'd like to say before we wrap this up?
Do you want to tell
No, you're
everyone
done.
to take
Because
a
are you
moment?
going to get ice cream or something after this?
Slushy.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, yeah,
So
yeah.
you want me to hurry this up, right?
Shaky.
All right, let's wrap it up, dude. Okay.
Bye.
Hey, everybody, thank you very much for your support of WWDBTV, the show, and all the other shows that we have here as well. And like I always say, if you're going to do it with styles. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.